Hey guys, so I'm going to give another tour of my office. And, people ask me, why do I always rearrange my office so much? And I've got a little bit of OCD. And if I don't rearrange the stuff in my office, I wind up rearranging the furniture in the rest of the house. And my husband hates that because he'll come home and suddenly the living room's in a new configuration. So I do my office instead, and I find it very relaxing. So I just put on a podcast or some music and start moving stuff around. So we're going to start again. Here is the door to my office, the entrance. I got some movie posters on that. And when we swing around, we've got the Dark Tower section. And this is including all the audiobooks. And what I did is I've kind of gone through, and the audiobooks I had audiobooks separate. I've worked them back into where the books are. So as you can see, Gunslinger, Drawing of the Three, all back in. Shadrick, one of the few non-Stephen King books that I have in my collection. Then we have these books that are about the Dark Tower. You can see, and that green one there, that is actually the omnibus for the Dark Tower comics. So that's all of them in one single collection, unopened. I didn't open it. And then we got the box sets. And you get the whole Dark Tower. Then we come over here and we've got Pet Sematary to go along with the poster. And then we got some more Dark Tower stuff. You got the poster and then the figures. I'll just back up here and you can see we've got the Dark Tower, my Tommy Knockers lamp, Firestarter, Misery, Christine, the poster and the toy, not the actual book, Misery from a Buick 8 to go along with the posters here. And then down below what that is, these two on the end here are actually my anthologies and books about King. So that's why they're a little bit different. You can kind of see. So they all either have stories about King, have a connection to King, or are about King. And then I've got my Pop Funko figures. And then different seasons, Langoliers. Now keep in mind, this is just a room in the basement. It's hardly finished. The walls are barely finished. So I'm working with what I have. I have absolutely the furniture. It's just all secondhand pieces from the thrift stores, like most of my books. But I've kind of gone through and I found that just putting black construction paper kind of ties them all in together to make them look a little bit nicer, at least. And then over here we have Salem's Lot to go along with the movie poster, and you can see all the other movie posters. And then again, I like things paired. So Cujo, Cat's Eye, cat and dog, vampires, Night Flyer, Salem's Lot. I just kind of have this weird thing about putting things in sets, Sleepwalkers, Dolores Claiborne. Then we have the G.I. Joe figures that King helped design and his sons helped design. Then we come over here to the stand. And then the bottom shelf there are magazines, comics, Castle Rock newsletters, Playboy's, Penthouse, Cavaliers that have King stories, etc. Got the figure that's a Simpsons version of Stephen King. And then this is my computer section over here. And you can see the bottom shelf there is the Richard Bachman section. And I've got a couple of, the Bachman books. Only one of them does not have Rage. The rest of them all have Rage. Do not have a copy of Rage. I would love one. Then we've got Thinner, all the other Bachman books. That second shelf there is all like random VHS movies that are kind of hard to classify, like Storm of the Century, Rose Red, Golden Years. Then we have my computer here, and my backdrop, and then more stand paraphernalia. Now, the stand stuff that you see on the wall here actually came in this big box here. That box actually was a promotional item that was sent out to video stores to promote when the stand came out on VHS. And so they sent that to a bunch of video stores, and I was able to snag one online. There's also another one, same thing, big box like that, but inside came with the movie and the book, that book there, but I do not have that particular one. I'm always on the lookout for it. But it also came with these two videos up here. The making of the stand, there's like 4 copies of that in there that's unopened. And then the marketing of the stand. They literally had a video telling you how to promote the stand. And it came with, there's also stuff in there like sign up sheets so you could put your name down to reserve a copy of it when it was available. So I thought that was kind of just random. You know, we got the laser disc, VHS. Now here's something interesting about this particular VHS. It's the box set one, it's the 2 one, but there's another one that was released where it's still the 4 tapes, but each tape is individual and it makes up a picture. And I'm on the lookout for that one as well. I'm a bit of a completist. If I know it's out there, I want to add it. Then we come over here and we've got the more photos from the stand. And then this is my Maximum Overdrive section. I know only movie Stephen King directed, and the only reason he never directed another movie. This is kind of cool. The guy found the prop of it in the junkyard. He restored it. While he restored it, when he sanded it down, he collected the dust. So this is actual dust from the movie prop from Maximum Overdrive. He was at a convention I went to and I bought some. And then we've got, Pennywise, my Pennywise curtains under my desk. That's just my computer and storage. And then all the Pop Funko figures that I have. And then this is one of my prized possession. It's a Stephen King Pop Funko, but it's signed by Tim Curry, which is why it's kind of in this row with the classic Pop Funkos. And then we come out here. And more storage underneath there, and I've got my It curtains. And these were actually table runners we had at our wedding, because our wedding did have some Stephen King related stuff in there, so that was kind of fun. And then different Pennywise, It stuff. And then I've kind of got it separated. You can see new Pennywise, and then we've got classic Pennywise, and we've got some dolls and stuff. And then over here, we have the Shining section. And that's actually a shower curtain that's on the table. I use it like a tablecloth, or sometimes I'll use it on the wall. And then we've got all the figures. There's a bottle of ketchup in there. I don't know if you can see that. That's actually from the Stanley Hotel. We went in 2021, I think, during COVID. And they were giving everybody individual bottles of ketchup at the restaurant. So I kept mine as a souvenir and didn't open it. We just got some pictures. And then that brings us over here. On the top, we have Nightmare on Dreamscapes. And down here, Salem's Lot, Dr. Sleep, Carrie, figures. You can see the Mist and Skeleton Crew. Now, this is really cool. This is a 3D sound. It's almost like an old-fashioned radio play. And you have to, it's best with headphones, because the sound just feels like it's all around you. So, you hear things to the side, you hear it behind you, in front of you. It's really kind of cool. And The Mist is one of my favorite King adaptations. And then you can see Green Mile, Cujo, Christine. Now this is cool. This is the set, all 6 books, plus the screensaver that came on a disc. I don't know if you can see the disc there. The funny thing about the screensaver, though, is in the bottom of your corner of your computer, it would actually burn in the word the Green Mile. So it wasn't a great screensaver. Then you can see more books. More books here. Gerald's Game and Handcuffs. A friend gave me those. Some Stephen King calendar, you can see the Stephen King desk calendars. I picked up a couple of those at a thrift store for $5 each. Oh, Bigfoot's hanging out there. Random audiobooks. Box sets there. They will come around. And you can see we've got Needful Things, and then these 3 books up there, those are books that have multiple stories in them. Now this one's interesting because there are actually 2 versions of this one. This one has the 4 stories, and then there's the one that just has Shining, Salem's Lot, and Carrie, and not Night Shifts, but it's got the same cover. So I'm looking for that one as well. Box set, you can see all the other books. Then my Maria Wolf Lopez autographed cover of Creepshow, great artist. And then the Creepshow section down there. Then I've got the Lawnmower Man, and only movie Stephen King sued to have his name removed of. I've got the VHS that has both the based on the story by Stephen King, and then where it was removed, the Laserdisc, and then some box sets. And then that brings us right back to the door. So that's the latest rearranging of my office. I've got my office chair here, my little reading nook there, my relaxing chair here to sleep in if I want to take a nap, and then my computer. So, not bad for a room in a basement. Now, 95% of my books are thrift. A lot of the toys and things have been given to me over the years. I've been collecting for 30 some years. And so, yeah. I hope that you enjoy my videos, and I'm sure I'll have another one when I rearrange again in a week. So, thank you. Hope everyone stays safe and keep reading.